Hi, I'm at Mark Wiens with Keis from Keis One.
Yeah.
My name's Ed. After an alarming visit to the doctor, I decided to take a new path. More travel, more experiences, and share what I learned. Welcome to the Tao of Ed.
I started the channel when I left Australia, back in 2017, started the channel. And I just did it for fun. I was making videos just as a hobby, just for something, I enjoy making videos, so it's always been a hobby of mine. So I didn't start it with the intention of becoming a YouTuber, but here I am.
Makes sense. Do you have a lot of family and friends back home that watch your videos a lot, or is it kind of people all over the world more? Do they watch?
Yeah, my family do, which is cool. My dad watches every day, which is something I really like. And when I don't make a video, he'll sort of like shoot me a message in the morning like, come on man, I didn't have anything to watch when I was having my breakfast today. So I like that. My brother and his family, like his little kids watch it.
Yeah.
So when I saw them just recently, I saw the kids and they're like, oh my God, like, you're here, because they see me on TV, you know, they don't quite have their head around the fact that I'm just like a guy making videos with a camera. They think I'm like a TV person. So for them it was really cool. And I love that. I love that my family watches as well.
That's cool. So what's been your favorite part? You lived in Seoul at first, and then you came to Thailand. What's been more of your... Actually, what are the major differences you notice between Seoul and Bangkok?
God, I mean, firstly, just the layout of the city. Seoul is so clean and organized, and Bangkok is the exact opposite. It's chaotic. It's madness here, and that's one of the things I love about Bangkok, is that it's so chaotic. Anything goes, and everything's a surprise. Like today, I was meeting you at the hotel, and of course, there's another hotel just down the road by the exact same name. So, like, just like all these little fun challenges you experience. The biggest difference culturally is here you can live this like weird little gray zone between. I live like half Western lifestyle, half Thai lifestyle, whereas when I lived in Korea, you have to either adapt and live a Korean lifestyle or don't, basically. So I spoke Korean every day. I lived in a Korean neighborhood. Whereas here, you know, there's other expats around. You can get away with just speaking English all day. So yeah, a lot of differences in the city, but I do love both.
What do you miss about Seoul, though?
So I miss my friends a lot. I also miss like how beautiful, and not to say that Thailand isn't beautiful, just in different ways, how beautiful Seoul is. It's very green, but then that was the first place I ever experienced seasons, where it was the first time I had an autumn.
Right, in Sydney you don't really get a lot of seasons. No.
Yeah, and in Sydney, Australia, like the trees stay green all year.
Right.
You don't get that change, and the first autumn, or fall as you call it, that I was there, and you see the trees all go like red and yellow. It was so beautiful. I was so amazed by it. And then sort of everything disappears, and snow. I hadn't seen snow for like 15 years or something like that. Wow. And then, yeah, in spring is really beautiful. You know, the cherry blossom season, and just that time of year, everything starts coming alive and it gets warmer. And so I love the seasons. It's a really nice thing there.
So you've been all through Thailand. You've been in Bangkok a lot. You know, obviously in Phuket, Pattaya, Chiang Mai. You've been to Chiang Mai, right?
Yep.
So
time in Chiang Mai.
What's the place that tourists should come? They're going to come to Thailand. What should they absolutely make sure to see?
I mean, it depends on who you are. Mm-hmm. I would say if you want to go to a beach, go to the islands. Go to check out Koh Samui or travel around Krabi. The islands of Krabi are absolutely beautiful. If you want to experience the madness of a city, come to Bangkok. Bangkok is a really unique city. It's not like anywhere in the world. It's a very unique city. And you can kind of experience everything here. You know, you can take a boat up the river, you can go to, there's temples everywhere, you can go beautiful parks and walks and stuff. And it's a city, so there's everything happening here, night markets, and you can get away from the tourist areas and have quite a authentic Thai experience as well. So it really depends on what you want, but Chiang Mai is beautiful if you want to go explore the mountains and just experience. Again, it's more of a Thai experience up in Chiang Mai. Go everywhere. This is the most traveled to country in the world.
What do you see the biggest mistake people make when they come to Thailand? What do you see them doing that you think, nah, don't do that, or you should have done differently?
I think money. The thing around money, like everyone's so surprised at how cheap things are, and you can definitely overpay, and people take advantage of that here. You know, the taxis, people overpay for taxis.
Right.
People tip a lot when you don't need to.
Yeah, I overtip,
You know, which is nice. They appreciate when you overtip or whatever, but like it's not necessary.
Right.
And just like the price of things, you know, the people charging you for anything. If you walk into a market, the people know straight away if you're new here, if you live here, they can just pick up on all that, and they'll take advantage of that.
Right. You like skating.
Do you like skating?
And how is Thai for if someone comes here to skate? Where do they go?
Yeah, you have to go to a skate park because if you look
Go
at
to a skate park?
the sidewalks, I mean, this is actually a really good strip just along here, and it's still terrible. So this, I mean, you see it's all tiles everywhere, everything's uneven, there's holes, there's motorbikes on the sidewalk, there's people everywhere. It's really difficult to skate in the street here, so yeah, find a skate park. There's tons of skate parks here, which is really good because you can't skate in the street, I guess. So yeah, that's a lot of fun, something I've started doing again and really enjoying.
So you have adventures coming up here. You're going to Japan soon. And where else are you going?
Going to Japan, definitely. Going to the Philippines, definitely. And
You've been to
then
the Philippines before, right?
yeah, I've been 8 times.
8 times.
I love the Philippines. I've got some friends there that I want to go catch up with. So that's a big part of the reason I kept going back is because I made great friends there and I really like the people there. So
Where do you usually go?
I spend most of my time in Manila.
Okay.
The last time I traveled around a bit more, we hit Cebu and a few of the islands. I like Manila. I'm a city person. I liked Manila. And like I said, I made friends there, so I go back to see my friends.
How does the Manila vibe compare to Bangkok?
There are some similarities and a lot of differences. Visually, it can look quite similar in places. The infrastructure is much more developed here in Bangkok. Transport's much better here, and I'm not shitting on the Philippines. Just it's more modern here. You know, there's a great train system. The BTS just here.
Right.
Got the subway as well. The getting around in Manila is quite difficult. The traffic's insane as it is here. But the public transport's a little bit less. They use the jeepneys, which are a whole lot of fun. So they're like a big tuk-tuk that are made out of a jeep. And they're a great way to get around. They're cheap, they're a lot of fun. We ultimately get stuck in traffic and there's no air conditioning. So that's, yeah. The thing I dislike about the Philippines is that it's difficult to get around, but it's not a big enough deal to stop me going there. I love the place.
That's good. So, what about how often do you get homesick? You just went to Sydney for the holidays. How often do you get homesick?
I don't get homesick. I don't miss. There's nothing about Australia I miss. I miss my family. Is the only thing, you know. I miss
Has your family been
going
here?
home. My family haven't been here yet, but they will. Possibly later this year, actually. Which would be great. And I just spent 3 weeks back in Australia, and we had the whole family together. It's hard for my brother to get time off at the same time as his wife and my parents. Like just getting us all together at the same time is quite challenging. And I just spent 3 weeks back in Australia, and we were all there, and it was just like this amazing experience. So, well, I don't get homesick at all. Actually, when I'm there, I can't wait to get out of Australia and come back here. But it's family that I miss.
So, do you have any friends in Sydney that you inspired to come out here?
Yeah, well, my mate Sam, he's come out here a couple of times, and he's actually coming out here. It's my birthday in 2 weeks, so he's coming out for that. And yeah, a lot of people that I know, even old friends that I've sort of lost touch with, they'll hit me up and say, "Oh, I'm coming out to Thailand. Like, can we catch up or whatever?" So, yeah.
So when I'm in Phuket, what should I get? What should I go do? I should Patong Beach, right? Is that what is it?
Patong Beach is the
Patong
tourist
Beach?
beach. There are other really beautiful beaches. I would say get out of Patong as well. You know, Patong is the tourist area. You definitely want to check that out. That's the nightlife spot. You'll have an amazing nightlife there. It's a great party scene. But get out and explore the island. The island itself is really beautiful. Surin Beach is beautiful, and there's all little, I was going to say street food, but I guess it's beach food. They got little tables all on the beach, and you can order food, great food, and sit by. That's a beautiful beach. So, yeah, explore the island, but definitely go see Patong as well.
All right. How about Pattaya?
Pattaya.
I'm going to be staying at the Hard Rock because I'm a basic bitch. But I mean, what do you usually hit in Pattaya?
So Pattaya is a really interesting one, right? I had this preconceived notion before going there that Pattaya was ultra sleazy, and like to be fair, it is a little bit, but everywhere in Thailand.
I heard the
there's-
song Pattaya, Pattaya.
yeah. You know, it has a reputation for being sleazy, but it's nowhere near as bad as people think. And places just outside, like if you go one beach either side of the main part of Pattaya, it's actually really beautiful. Check out Jomtien Beach. I've made videos on that.
Okay.
But also when you're there, I mean, go to Walking Street. Go check out the Walking Street. It's great. Great nightlife, awesome bars, live music, great clubs. Go hang out around Soi Bukaw, which is like 2 streets back from the beach. There's Tree Town Night Market. Tons of nightlife around there and great places to eat. And just sort of explore, really. Just the great thing about Pattaya is you can sort of walk everywhere. So it's great to be able to just walk around and explore different parts of it.
So almost all your travel has been in Asia that you talked about so far. Where else have you been? Have you been anywhere outside of Asia that you really enjoyed?
I mean, I went through the US, and I did enjoy it, but to me, it's so much like Australia. I didn't get a real cultural, I didn't get that whole cultural thing, so...
It's not much of a shift, really, huh?
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, I'd been to the US before I came to Thailand for the first time. Thailand was the first Asian country I came to. Back in 2010 was the first time I came here. And when you come here and you just see that everything is different, it made me fall in love with Asia because culturally it's such an experience.
Yeah.
In saying that, yeah, I've been to the US, I've been to a bunch of islands sort of around in Asia Pacific, like Pacific Islands. Been to New Zealand, same again, it's too boring. So I've been just about everywhere in Asia. I need to go to China, I haven't been through China yet. And yeah, I just like Asia because it's so different.
So is China high on your list as far as, I mean, what's the place you absolutely want to go to and see?
China's the one that I haven't been to that I really want to go and see. Everywhere else that I want to go to, I've been before.
All right.
But I just want to go back. You know, like Japan is my favorite country to visit, and I intentionally don't go there very often because I don't want it to become normal. It's like a thing I experienced living in Korea. Korea is this magical place as well. And when I lived there, it just became so normal to walk down the streets and see everything.
No, I know what you mean. I live in Vegas, so yeah, after a while you forget how to visit. Yeah.
So I would forcefully stay away from Japan for long periods of time so that when I go back the next time, it's like, oh, I'm in Japan and this is magical place. But I want to go everywhere, really.
What's your favorite food in Thailand?
Favorite
You're
food
the expert
in Thailand. So that it depends on my mood. I have a few favorites. Pork lard, which is like an Isan food. It's like a spicy, quite similar to what we just had actually. But it's Isan style, like northern Thailand style food. That with rice is probably one of my favorites. Standard green curry. I love a good green curry. God, what else do I like? Pad krapao, which we just had. God, I like everything. And my mood always changes. Like,
that makes sense.
Green curry, I think, is usually the first thing I have when I've been away and I come back. I think that's the thing I always miss the most. Sweet sour chicken is a good one as well. Yeah, in the right places.
Okay, and I've been asking everyone this that I can. Chang, Leo, or Sing?
Sing, hands down.
Sing, okay.
Yes. Leo is good. I like Leo. I'll drink Leo. Chang is piss. Can't stand it.
Really?
Horrible.
Okay.
I've had 2 Changs sitting in my fridge for like 6 weeks now. And no one wants them. People come around. I'm like, you want a beer? Yeah, do you want a
trying to
Chang?
get rid of the Chang.
No one wants a Chang. If you like Chang, you're
So
welcome.
no takers in the Chang either when it sits in your fridge, huh?
No,
So it's not just you. All right.
No, they're going to go off soon, I think.
All right. Well, that's all my questions. I really appreciate you hanging out.
No
All right.
worries, man.
Thanks.